Alright, we've done it. We've made it through all of the memories that we got from Koshchei's troubles. Let's go meet him. Let's get this quest underway. It's only taken 45 minutes to read through all of those. Alright, how am I gonna get there the quickest? I know how. We're gonna use the lyre. The enchanted lyre with a whole 58 charges remaining. I don't know where quick teleport's gonna take me, so we're just gonna hit we're gonna hit Relica. Off we go. Alright, they said we can meet him down here. I'd like to climb down was the first option with that. Alright, there he is, Karshai. Alright, I want to talk about Children of Ma. Alright, required items, combat equipment, food, and potions are highly recommended. It is recommended that you have a combat level of 110 with balanced combat stats. I'm pretty balanced. I'm at all 80s, except for magic, which is 95. Which I don't know. Should I swap up? No, because I don't have a staff that goes up that high anyway, so I guess, I don't know, magic does scale, though, with level. Magic damage does scale, that's what it says, right? Damage scales up to level 100. Alright. Recommend that be prepared to survive multiple high-level opponents for extended periods of time. As long as I can teleport out, we're good. Oh, we get a tiny Karshai pet if we finish this. Vance Porter, you have arrived not a moment too soon. I hope my message found you in good health. You sent a message? I don't think it reached me. That is troubling. It may have been intercepted. Regardless, your visit is fortuitous, for I am in need of your assistance. The 19th ritual of rejuvenation is upon us, far, far earlier than expected. So soon? How is that possible? Jalin's sacrifice should sustain the Mahjarrat for another 500 years. That's what I thought. Indeed, do not be deceived by my youthful appearance. Something is happening to the Mahjarrat. Our power is draining rapidly, and we can do nothing to prevent it. My efforts to divine a cause have only accelerated my degeneration. The Mahjarrat are forced to convene at the ritual site, and I am sure to be the first in line for the sacrifice. You attended the last ritual, and now Guthix has declared you his world guardian. You may be the only one who can help me survive the ritual and solve this mystery. You have my gratitude. The ritual will begin shortly. It is imperative we are there when it commences. If you have questions, now is the time. Alright, let's see. Ask about the emergency ritual. Why is an emergency ritual needed? Our power has always been slowly but surely draining. Every 500 years, we must perform a ritual of rejuvenation to reverse the effects. As you have witnessed firsthand, in the ritual, we must sacrifice one of our own so that the others may receive their power and continue to prosper. Survival of the fittest. Now something is causing our power to drain more rapidly than ever. A ritual is being called to rejuvenate us and hopefully prevent any further power drain. Personally, I am not convinced it will work. Our numbers will simply continue to dwindle. It is high time we solve our reliance on rituals or else consign our race to extinction. Why are you worried? You're the one who would be sacrificed. Why are you worried? You're the one who will be sacrificed. Perhaps you remember when Anakra in Ecthonikos visited me after I regained my memories. They made no secret of their feelings towards my neutrality, being the only Mahjarrat not to pick a side in this war of Zamarakians versus Zarosians leaves me with no allies. I have no shame in admitting I am not the strongest of my race. I cannot stand up to them if they rally against me, which seems inevitable, unless I have you. Ask about the Mahjarrat's power being drained. Do you have any idea why your power is draining so fast? My theory is that it has to do with the return of the gods. It cannot simply be a coincidence. We Mahjarrat are born from the same divine energy as Zaros and Zamorak, energy from our namesake, the elder god Ma. With Zaros' return, they could be using more of this energy than in the previous God Wars. I theorize that they may be drawing on us as sources for more energy, just like we do in our rituals. I must say, I hope I am wrong. It is a terrifying proposition. Doesn't your power always drain, though? That's why you need the rituals in the first place. Only slowly. It takes hundreds of years for us to revert to our skeletal forms. At this rate, we would need rituals almost monthly. Our race would be completely wiped out within the year. We must find a solution fast. Ask how the struggle for peace has been going. How's your struggle for peace between the two Mahjarrat factions going? Alas, it is a struggle indeed. This feud has stretched over thousands of years. I fear it is as ingrained in our culture as the rituals are. If our race is ever to find peace, ever to free ourselves from this downward spiral, there must be an awakening. Sounds like you have a plan. I have tried to calm the rivalries between the factions and certain individuals, but the return of the gods has caused bitter hatred to flare up once again. What little progress I made appears undone, but I still believe there's hope. One thing, at least, I could still unite our race. If Zamorak and Zaros were to loosen their grip on us, to put an end to this war, we could finally start to progress. Perhaps if they were to bury the hatchet, form an alliance, or if something left them completely out of the picture. What are you suggesting? Nothing, merely the musings of a very conflicted Mahjarrat. Ask Rashay's opinion of Zaros and Zamorak. Two of the greatest rivals this planet has ever seen. Their factions have been clashing for millennia, but I wonder how they think of one another. I lived in Siniston under the rule of Zaros, serving in the military before being transferred to the church as Azanadra's personal inquisitor. There were many positives to the empire, but many felt our race was stagnating. Zaros ruled from his above, rarely gracing either the church or the army with his presence. The empty throne, they called it. He was absent yet still controlling from on high, his orders relayed through the cardinals that sat beside his throne. A throne as empty as his promises. Perhaps that is why some use his title so mockingly, the empty lord who never delivered us from our curse. What about Zamorak? Ah, yes, the Legatus Maximus, so frustrated with Zaros' rules and regulations that he brought down the god with his own hands. A shame that his teachings are equally as flawed. He lives and breathes the Mahjarrat philosophy of survival of the fittest, strength through chaos. I believe Zamorak has always acted in what he believes to be the best interests of the Mahjarrat, but where has that got us? Our numbers are dwindling, and the survival of our once great race hangs in the balance. Perhaps we are the fittest no longer. His teachings may be misunderstood, but they have done precious little aside from fostering cults that preach evil. Our race must forge our own path if we wish to prosper once again. You know, I'm surprised that the Mahjarrat have gone this long without realizing that doing what they want rather than what needs to be done would cause them so much damage in the long term. You know, like they've made it how many rituals, how many sacrifices have they gone through just to get to the point where they're just now going, hold up, we're kind of running out of people, aren't we? I'm ready to go to the ritual site? I don't know about that. We don't have any food with us. Let's make a quick trip to the bank. I don't feel like seeing War's Retreat. I always see War's Retreat, so we're going to go to the house instead. We'll head up this bank. Alright, we'll keep the Liar. We're going to get, just in case, Super Melee. We'll bring along the Shard of Zaros. I don't know if we're going to the volcano yet, but I know that's where Ma's at. And then we're going to get food. I have enough. Alright, let's do that. One inventory spot open. I am doing this unguided. But I have already, due to the fact that I am a hardcore Ironman, I've already given a quick glance at the steps that are involved, as well as the recommended, not setup of inventory, but more or less what it's calling for. And I do believe at one point I'm going to need to have a open inventory slot. You know what? Screw that. We're going to bring the shark. If we need to eat one, we'll just eat it. We'll just get another one back. Alright, back to our man. I wonder how often the Liar is used. I want to gather up. I gotta do some research. Gather up all of the teleport items and stick them in a dedicated tab, so I just always know where they are. Alright, I've got not full prayer. Should I get prayer potions? Alright. Let's do this. I'm ready to go to the site. Very well. I must make precautions for the journey. Go to the... Oh, okay. I thought he was going to teleport us there. Go to the site east of Troll West Mountain and touch the ritual marker. I will sense your arrival. Oh boy. Okay. I might need to look up how to get there. It's been, what? A decent amount of time since I've done the Ritual of Mahjarrat quest. Alright, south of Gorak and touch the ritual marker. What if I put on... Isn't Gorak one of the ancient spell teleports? Now I'll come here, because I gotta change spell books. Because that name is familiar. G? 96? Shoot. What am I gonna do about that? Alright, hold up. Using the wiki, not for... Oh yeah, duh. I don't need the wiki. Wizard Mind Bomb. We're going to Faldor. And we need what now? 8 waters, 2 laws. 10, minus 2, 2 laws, and a spot for a Wizard Mind Bomb. Faldor. And away we go. I think this is the quickest to finding a Wizard Mind Bomb. As far as, like, obtaining one. Alright. Why have you done this? There isn't even a door closed. I thought the door... Nope, nope. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sure. We'll talk to Kaylee. Alright, what can I get you? What are you serving? Get ourselves a Wizard Mind Bomb. Thanks, Kaylee. And while we are here, because this Wizard's Mind Bomb is going to drop our attack, strength, and defense by 5, we're gonna fix that. This is tier 65 armor, and it only gives 285. What's my Darok give? 341. We're gonna swap to my Darok armor, my Bandos gloves, and boots, and we're gonna put on Varak's helm. We've got our melee setup, best that I can afford anyways. And you know what? We're not playing with our book. I don't need the extra 5 damage bonus. We're going to put a Sign of Life on just in case. Not today. Alright, we're going to drink our burr. We're going to drop it. And I should be able to cast this, right? Yep, we're out. I don't know why it doesn't light up over here. Alright, we're here. Now the question is, do I have access? They have glaciers out here now? Alright, we're gonna dive over this way. 'Cause I know it's up there, isn't it? Repair the ladder? Uh-oh. Too broken to climb. Alright. Because that's looking like our way to get to the land over there. What do I need for this? You need a hammer and 2 iron bars to fix this ladder with smithing. You need a hammer and 2 planks, 4 nails to fix it with construction. A hammer, 2 iron bars to fix this ladder. Okay. Let's teleport. I don't even know if this is gonna actually work. I have a hammer in my... Oh, quick, quick, quick. If we do this fast, we can get by without needing to stop at Faldor again. Roll. And surge. Come on, Chaotic Hammer. Give us our dive again. Go. We just gotta get to the metal bank over here. We're gonna open smithing interface. And they said 2 iron bars, right? Shoot. Drop. Not examine, drop. Oh no. 2. Go. Nice. Alright, 2 iron bars. We got it. Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna be able to pick that up anyways. I mean, he is only level 112. We could probably take it. But, oh! I didn't actually want to fight, though. Alright, Alright, we're gonna run to get out of his range. Right? You don't have a big range, do you? Okay, we're good. Boom. Alright, get up that ladder. Okay, we're at the top. Now are we able to get over here? Doesn't look like it. What is the way to get myself over to the ritual marker? Alright, you know what? We're not going to use the wiki for the quest itself, but I'm going to hop over there. It's okay, just getting to Borak. Take the canoe. Duh. Over by Relica. That's why we brought this. Alright. After the completion of the ritual of Mahjarrat, apparently there's a fairy ring over there instead. Fairy ring is DKQ. Okay. Maybe we're going about this all wrong. Let's go to Yanil. Status dive. Alright, DKQ, right? That's what I said. Do. And I've been here before. Now where's the exit to this place? There's the energy from the stone of Jas is empowering you, increasing damage by 6%. I like that. There's Mavario. You found this place too. What are you doing here? Well, the stone was here, but we're too late. Lucian seems to have moved it away. Still, this cave is very interesting. There's lots of residual energy from the stone to study. Felt some energy myself when I entered the area. Yes, from what I can tell, the energy increases one's potency in combat for a time. I've done a few experiments and discovered that the closer one is to the cave, the greater the effect. It seems to extend some way across the wilderness and troll country before diminishing entirely. Alright. We're here. Way easier. I fixed that ladder for some reason. And there's our ritual marker. And a bloodwood tree. Interesting. Alright, here we go. Looks like I'm the first one here. It should be safe to summon Karshai. It's such a weird looking marker. Greetings, Vance. Ah, perfect. We are the first ones here. What do we do now? We wait. The other Mahjarrat will have sensed you activating the marker too. It'll be here momentarily. It has been some time since I last saw the ritual stone. It brings back unpleasant memories. I see the sacrifice is already here. Nice of you to show up, Karshai. And you brought a bodyguard. Huh, Vance Porter can't save you. This is going to be the most unanimous vote since we said goodbye to dear Lamastard. I see it did not take long for you to descend into petty insults. I would keep your voice down if I were you, Thanikos. You are so feeble, you have reverted to your skeletal form already. I have? Surely not so soon. Stop. Please, let us not try to hide the fact that this is no normal ritual. Clearly something strange is happening to us. Sounds like something the next sacrifice would say. Karshai is right, Khazard. Our power is draining at an alarming rate. We are not due another ritual for hundreds of years. You fear for your own life as your numbers dwindle, Zarosian worm. I can almost hear it. Yes, the power escaping from me, from all of us. You sense it too, don't you, Karshai? Concerning indeed. So it looks like the Zamorakians are all just a bunch of not very... They don't think of the future very well, because, like, yeah, sure, once all the Zaroji and Mahjarrat are dead, what then? They still need to sacrifice one another. Like, this isn't over. I do, as I am sure we all do. How long would another ritual sustain us? Months? Weeks? We cannot go on like this. You speak the truth, Karshai. It is good to have you back, brother. Of course, you would try to win him over. Quiet, Zemeregel. The time for bravado is past. If our power continues to drain at this rate, we will all be dead within the year. Alright, Haziel isn't as dumb as the others, it seems. Azanadra agreed. It is imperative that we push for a solution. Perhaps it is time we outgrow these primitive rituals. There must be another way. Preposterous. Clearly, Siske thought the same. He has not even bothered to turn up. What if he has found his own solution? If there is an alternative, then I am not aware of it. We need to find out what is draining our power. My theory is that the gods you follow are taking it from us. They are made of the same divine energy. It cannot be Be still. Zaros, you have finally returned. I have awaited this day for so long. My lord, forgive me. Please, Zamorak, save us. Khazard. Silence, all of you. You need not fear me. I have come to earn back the trust you once placed in me. You have always had my trust, and the trust of those that stand beside me, my lord. Alright, so we got Karshai in the middle. Gotcha. And then we've got all of Zaros's loyal on the right, Zamorak's loyal on the left. Didn't even pick up on that. Your loyalty has never been called into question, Azanadra. But there are those here that conspired toward my downfall. Zamorak will know you are here. Do you wish to reenact that downfall? Such vitriol, Haziel. Zamorak does not concern me. I wish you no harm. Then why have you come here? I know what is happening to you all. I know why you are gathered here. Vance Porter, I must thank you again for your assistance. Perhaps your presence here can help clear heads prevail. I pray you bring good news, my lord. We fear for the future of our race. Good news. He is probably the case of our troubles. Sorry, the cause. Zemeregel, I will warn you only once. Do not insult me. Unfortunately, you are right to fear for your race. Your power is being drained so rapidly that you will all likely wither and die without a solution. This cannot be. Zaros, if you truly have nothing to do with this, then why have you come here to witness our demise? As I said, Karshai, I wish to earn back your trust. Hope is not lost. I wish to make good on a promise I made to all of you long ago, before the God Wars, before the Empire. If you accept, I offer you your pride. I offer you salvation. I offer you freedom from your rituals. You did not keep that promise last time you made it, or when you made it to the Ilijanka. Your empire was built on empty promises. Know your place, you ungrateful whelp. Yes, a good point has been made. What makes you think we should believe you this time? I have not come here to beg. I once promised you something I did not know how to give. I return to you now with knowledge I did not possess before. I wish to bestow upon you a gift that will make amends for my past missteps. All you need do is return to Freneske, the origin of your species. I implore each and every one of you, accept my offering. Of course, Zaros, we could follow you to the ends of the cosmos. We would follow you. Wah Steel here, he sounds like a real brown-noser. Alright. Speak for yourself, you... Enough. You have heard what I came here to say. Vance Porter has already configured the World Gate for you. I will await you at the Ritual of Enervation site on Freneske. Meet me there, or conduct your rituals until the last of you breathes your final sigh of regret. Well, my opinion should be clear. We must go to Freneske. Surprise, surprise. Zaros clicks his fingers and Azanadra comes running. Stop sulking, Zemeregel. I see no other option but to hear Zaros out. First, though, we must inform Zamorak. Oh yes, our master will be most intrigued to hear of these developments, if he is not already watching. Isn't Bilrak the one at the bottom of the Daemonheim floors, if you will? Before we make any decisions, I would like us to recall the last time Zaros made us the very same promise. Precisely. We did the dirty work building his empire on the false pretense that he would save us from extinction. He turned his back on us time and time again until we entered his throne room beside Zamorak and made that arrogance his downfall. And Zaros still had the good grace not to strike you down the moment he saw you. You heard what Zaros said. He wishes to save us. He does not. It is just as before, an empty promise with no intention of delivering upon it. Zaros never promised us anything. He took interest in our rituals and speculated that there may be an alternative. That is all. See, that's what I got when I was reading those memories. He was interested, but just out of curiosity's sake. He wasn't stepping in. He was taking a hands-off approach. Lies. Wake up, Azanadra. Your memory is fogged by blind loyalty. Zaros told us he would find a way. Told us he would be rewarded for doing. Told us we would be rewarded for doing his bidding. My memory is as clear as day, Haziel. Yours has been warped by Zamorak's propaganda. He has manipulated all of you. This is solving nothing. We are discussing events that occurred thousands of years ago. There is only one way to fairly settle this dispute. We must revisit the events so that they are fresh in our minds. What are you talking about, weakling? I am talking about memory projections, Emeregel. Slightly lofty concept for a brute like you, I know. Karshai gives you a charged engrameter. Now, did he give this to me because I already have it? Or did he give it to me just for the quest? We need to find my memory of what happened thousands of years ago when Zamorak marched on Zaros at the heart of his empire. Go to the area southeast of the Varak dig site. Archaeologists there have excavated the throne room of Seniston. Southeast? Southeast. Okay. You can use the charged engrameter to capture my memories located there. While you are gone, I will explain my research on memories to everyone here. I have kept it a secret long enough. Alright, I guess off to the dig site we go. We'll make it quick. We're going to teleport to a bank. Then we're going to run over to our bank chest. Then we're going to take out our journal, our archaeology journal. Oh, nope. I saw that. We're not playing that game. Now, this can just be on death row. It does not work against signs, importance, life. Is automatically consumed on death if equipped. Gotcha. Alright, so let's swap that back then. Teleport to the archaeology. He said southeast. Right? Southeast of the... Here's the exam center. And give me the engrameter and told me to capture a memory from the Varak dig site so we can revisit the day of the betrayal. Okay. Operate? I should be able to find Karshai in the throne room of Sentiston, recently excavated southeast of the Varak dig site. Are they talking this thing up here? Because this is not southeast. Because this is this. Is this what they're talking about? Or is he talking down in the winch area? Because I've been in here. Am I in the area? Southeast of the Varak dig site. There isn't anything to the southeast of the Varak dig site. Unless, like they're saying, it's in the hole. Because if we look in here, Rock dig site, south... Oh, there's a square. Okay, we're good. I'm just blind. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-boo. Shabba-dee-da-ba-dee-doo. Is that it? Right there? It's such a random little... Yeah. Mm-hmm. There we are. Rest of Karshai's memories should be within these ancient doors. Okay. Fair enough. And then what? We just follow them? Okay. Off we go. Following some memories. There's our next one. Karshai, Karshai. Alright, there's another one. Oh, there's... Alright, I think, yeah, we can see the last two. Okay. There's that one. And we surge, and we dive, and we harvest. Okay. The engrameter is full. I should return to Karshai at the ritual marker in the frozen north. I really gotta unlock the ability to have a fairy ring. Like one of the portable fairy rings. Like, I know this isn't that big of a walk, but, like, imagine just straight from there, boom, over to where we need to be. That would be nice. Right, I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick here. Okay. Alright, and we're back. Back in the Glacier Cave. I feel like these guys used to drop something way back in the day that was really sought after, other than the shards. What's that guy mining? Oh, Bay Knight. Alright, we're back. Back at the ritual site. Oh my gosh, really, man? What? Nah. Just a quester. Working on Children of Ma. Alright. Back to it, Mr. Undead Borav. Alright, we're here. We made it. You give the stored memory to Karshai. Excellent, Vance Porter. You have the memory stored in the engrometer. Now let us continue. As you are all now aware, I've been studying our ability to reconstruct memories. My research has led me to the discovery that I can use an engrometer to allow others to enter my own. I was present in the throne room on the day of the betrayal. It is time we relive those fateful events. Hopefully they will show us firsthand what Zaros promised us. Brace yourselves. I think so. We're going to the second age. We got food. I don't know if memories can kill you. Ooh, okay, we are him. Karshai. Can I do a free cam right now? Oh, now that's cool. Alright, hold up. We're gonna fly around a little bit in here. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's from the... What is that quest? That home quest. The big old blobby monster man that chases you down the halls. Which makes sense, because he is a, yeah, I don't know if he's a Mahjarrat. I think he's one of the Chthonians, yeah? Now that I've read the stuff. And then we've got some fires over here. Sorry if it's jerky. It feels very odd. Well, who's this guy? Is this Krill? Yes. Look, it's his shoulder guard. Okay. The only reason I would even pick up on that, I'd still be questioning it if it wasn't for the construction update. No jokes. Alright, and then who do we have down here? Okay, I think is that Anakra, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll probably find out as we talk, though. I just want to check out these guys. Like, who is this guy? Is he one loyal to Zaros? Look at those arms. As an Adra in the middle. Now, what are you? There's the throne, but it's empty, as they always call it. Zarosian followers. Big old mask over here. Well, half a mask, I guess. Is Sliske in here? These demons are so cool. Yep, there he is. Look at that face. Alright, what else do we have here? Just a bunch of half masks everywhere. And it's is this like an assassin here? Like, am I not supposed to be able to be flying around right now? I guess this is just reliving a memory, huh? I do think it's funny that we've got like some Zamarakian friggin' graffiti tags. Alright. I think that'll do it for now. I don't think there's anything in the water, right? That's so cool. Alright, how do I get out of this? Just escape. Okay. Alright, I missed what he was saying. F3 to journal. I should talk to Karshai at the ritual site. No, we're already here. Zebub? So maybe it's not. Zebub. Mahjarrat? It surprises me to see you here. Should you not be leading your forces in the north? Do not probe me, Inquisitor. I was recalled by a letter penned by Azanadra's own hand. I meant no offense. I was also summoned. What seems to be happening? I will be damned if I know. I am supposed to be leading an assault. Azanadra was explicit in his orders for me to return, though. I see. Your presence must be imperative if the empty Lord was willing to postpone your operation. Okay, of course, Azanadra is one of the few that know his will. Now take your leave, Karshai. I have had enough of your questions. I'm wondering if... Okay, goodbye. Farewell. Perjor. So these guys just have different names. Pernix. Hey! I thought the armor looked familiar. Perjor. Who's Perjor? He's just a human. Okay. Might you know why we have been gathered here? Oi, Inquisitor, you startled me. Rumor is that there may be a traitor in our midst. I recall the Perjor was repeatedly touching a book he used to carry, a curious magical object that would record his every thought and action. Who summoned you here? I was not summoned personally. The Legatus Maximus sent me as an envoy. His mission in the West is too important to interrupt. Nothing is more important than a summons from Zaros. Zamorak, of all people, should know that. It was the Empty Lord who assigned us our reconnaissance mission. Zamorak assured me he would understand. Have you heard from Char? It sounds like you were assigned similar missions. Char, the dancer? No, I don't think so. Similar missions, you say? I'm afraid I would not know. Alright, you look awfully nervous. Nervous? What makes you say that? Well, you keep touching that book of yours. In my line of work, you tend to pick up on nervous tics. Oh, this? No, just a habit, I guess. All my thoughts get written in it, so it is never far from my mind. Yes, I have heard all about your book, a curious object, yet extremely useful to the Empty Lord, always able to read what you have seen and done. It is both a gift and a curse. Could I see it? You can see it already. I assure you it contains nothing interesting. Then I am sure you won't mind if I take a look inside. Only the Empty Lord is permitted to. You forget yourself, Perjor. I am Inquisitor. It is my duty to check these kinds of things. Very well. I need not fear you. My intentions are pure. You find the most recent page and study the freshly written words. An interesting read, Perjor. I had heard speculation of who the traitors may be, but had no such knowledge myself. Curious, if there is truly a spy among us, it would seem you are not him. Indeed, perhaps you should think twice before distrusting me again. Perhaps still, I did not appreciate your description of me. I am only doing my job, Perjor. Goodbye. Alright, let's go talk to Dark Succulus? Sucellus? I'm going to say Succulus, because look at that. The massive Chthonian. Yes, he was a Chthonian. Okay. I'm not sure if that was in... Is it called Empty Home? Nah, it can't be Empty Home, right? The massive Chthonian is chewing noisily on food of some kind in most of its many mouths. Duke Succulus. What do you want, Mahjarrat? Why have you been summoned here? Some matter of the utmost importance, I expect. Why else recall the Empire's finest general from the north? However, will 4 and 3 cope without your leadership? My tribunes will manage. They are just about capable of acting independently for short periods. Who else has been summoned? It has been too long since I sampled the delicious variety of the capital. Do your own spying. Surely a being of your keen insight has seen something. Well, I note that I am not the only commander here. Zebub over there, for example, Avernic belong on the front lines where they have some use. I also note a number of August individuals are not in attendance. Of August? Where is Legatus Maximus? I see. Anything else you have picked up on? The cardinals are in attendance in lieu of our lord, of course, but the praetorians are also here. Sliske and Trindine are somewhere lurking in the shadows. What's happened so far? More and more have entered the throne room. As the murmuring rises, it is clear that Zaros is displeased. The room is rife with rumor and speculation as to why. And what say you? I see he has spent too long away from that dancer of his. My tribunes tell me she was dispatched to the west on some secret matter and has not been seen in the capital since. Char's absence is unlikely to be our lord's only concern, but her silence is cause for suspicion. Who else was on this mission? That I cannot tell you. Perhaps something to do with the elves that live in that region. I wonder what an elf tastes like. Do you think they are very much like humans? I hadn't given that matter much thought. Goodbye. Okay. Examine the memory barrier. Oh, geez. Okay. So it's like per level here. Jalin, it is good to see you. Karshai, my brother. Surely you, of all these people, know why we are here? I could tell, I would have considered myself worthy of explanation as well, but Azanadra is too preoccupied to converse, as is the case all too often these days. What is your assessment of the situation? The room is full of hushed whispers, my friend. Some say there is a plot to usurp the empty the empty lord. If this is the case, then it would seem I have an inquisitorial duty to perform. Continue talking? Can I ask you something, Jalin? Of course. Whenever I talk to the others about you, they call you rude, but you have always been kind to me. Oh, that? It is because I am not interested in playing their political games. All the time, everyone is demanding that I pick sides. When I refuse, they just assume I am on the other side. I know exactly what you mean. Okay. Well, we already talked to the Duke. There's nobody hiding over there. Can I dive? I can't dive. Alright. We talked with him. Can I go down that side? Any objectives to unlock it? There aren't any objectives left up here, are there? Oh, hold up. Gotcha. Someone has broken this mouthpiece. It could be an indication that they wish to silence the empty lord. Alright, so we gotta look at more than just people to talk to. Can I just leave? I can't reach down there. Anything on the ground? Anything on the floor? There's just a lesser demon. Well, let me rotate my camera. Oh, there we go. Someone seems to have marked this pillar, our particular pillar, with some rushed graffiti. A pair of horns, perhaps? It was clear we had been summoned because there was a plot to overthrow our leader. As Inquisitor, it was my job to deal with such situations, but Zaros, most fierce loyalists, would still need convincing of my innocence. Alright, let's inspect the broken enchantment. The ring of enchantments protecting this place has been broken here. Someone has undoubtedly tampered with them. Now let's talk with Pernix. Pernix, what a surprise. It is quite rare to see you away from the battlefield. Next sent you in her stead, I assume. Have you had word from Zaros? None. Hunting traitors. Pernix looks you up and down over his shoulder. He seems to be assessing you. Surely you do not suspect me, Pernix. There is a traitor in our midst. Why have you come here? Zaros summoned me himself. You lie to me, Karshai. Do we? Alright, let's go through that again. An Inquisitor was sent for. I came to see what all the commotion was about. Let's see what that one. There are marked walls you have seen. What was the symbol? A red pair of horns. What is your assessment? There's a plot to overthrow Zaros. Perhaps you are not a traitor. You may continue. I will not inhibit you. Glad to hear it. Goodbye. Awesome. I'm glad we stuck around. Alright, Akthanikos. Akthanikos was scanning the room suspiciously. I knew he could be a sly old dog, so I was keen to convince him of my innocence early and avoid it coming into question later. Akthanikos, my friend. I am sorry, I cannot trust you are the real Karshai unless you prove yourself. There are spies everywhere. Prove myself. You have known me for hundreds of years. If there are traitors among us, as I have heard, one of them could easily have adopted your visit, especially if they are one of our kind. I cannot be sure until you have answered some questions. Fine. What would you ask of me? Let me see. A god watched over us on Fernesque. What was her name? Ma. Well, that was an easy one. A blabbermouth like Suske would probably reveal that information to just about anyone. Oh, I have thought of a better one. What Menethite deity brought us to Gielinor? Zicthlarin. Ah, yes, okay, perhaps that one was too easy as well. You could be any Mahjarrat. We need something only Karshai would know. The real Karshai knows me well. When I wish to be alone, I take advantage of my own shape-shifting abilities. What form do I take on? Shoot. It's not a Chinchompa. It's either a crocodile or a camel. I think it's a camel. A camel. Because they're called thankies or whatever the heck. Yeah, thank Tharos, it is you. Finally someone I can trust. I am sorry to have doubted you, Karshai. Do not worry. I understand the need for suspicion more than most would. I will not stop you proceeding any longer. Please continue. Goodbye. Awesome. All that lore coming into it. I'm glad I read through all those memories. It took a while. It ate into our time big time. I spent just about, at this point, just as long reading through those journals as I have doing the quest. Which is a little funny to think about. Alright, is there anything else on... Oh, what's that? Ooh, stashed weapons. Why are you here, War Priest? Leave me be, Inquisitor. I am afraid I cannot. It is my duty to verify your loyalty to Zaros. Bother the other humans. They are always huddled around plotting and scheming. I remember thinking it seemed odd that a human would refer to others of her race in such a way. I had a number of tools at my disposal for suspicious situations such as this. Hey, Scotterish. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. It has been very interesting as far as the lore related to this quest. How far along are you with planning your leagues? I haven't even looked into it, not gonna lie. I should have. I didn't. Alright, what should I do? Leave the person. No, they do not seem... This person doesn't seem to be a traitor. They definitely seem suspicious. I'm going to do revealment. We don't need the truth serum. We just... Or do we want to use the truth serum to get everything out of them before revealing them? We're going to do the truth serum. Of course, sorry to bother you. Enjoy this beverage. This tastes like tastes like urine. Take your leave, Mahjarrat. You ought to remember that Mahjarrat are far stronger than humans, War Priest. Ha, I am an Avernic. One day you will all bend the knee to us just the same, as I suspected. Boom. How naive of you to think you could trick me. You will be dealt with alongside the other traitors, demon. Huh. Okay. I made it to Havenheith and almost Tier 3 Relic and not far from unlocking the second region. Not bad. I'm only going to plan a little bit more. Too much to think about. And things change. Oh, yeah, no. That's why I like the solid start. I like the thought of the solid start. But the more you plan, the more you go, oh, hold on. Let me go back. Erase that. We're going to change this. And then if one of those core pillars that you have set up is affected so far into the plan, all of a sudden it's like, well, shoot. I got to start this whole thing over. All right, someone has stashed weapons here. The guards prevent most from entering while armed, so someone important must have snuck these in for others to use. Quite worrying. Oh, another wall marking. Curious, more wall markings. The horns look like the symbol of the Avernic Rebellion adopted by some of our military. Perhaps the guards marked this vantage point? All right, and then we got Suske and Trindine, who are hiding in the shadows. Alright, and now is talking to one of them going to talk to both of them? And if the whispers are correct, they may already be in Centis. Oh, look, if it isn't Azanadra's personal bully. So what do we owe the pleasure? If you had not noticed, there's a bit of a situation. What about you? Not often you show your face anywhere. Oh, Karshai, I could not miss out on all the fun and games, could I? You need not worry. The Praetorians have the situation quite under control. What is the role of the Praetorians? We are the secret police in Seniston. You work with us on a daily basis, although I cannot understand why for the life of me. It is not like we need two sets of secret police when the Praetorians are already doing such a commendable job. Oh, so sorry, I appear to be ranting. Any more silly questions, Inquisitor? Thank you for the sarcastic answer, but I was talking about your role in proceedings today. Our role in proceedings is to provide vital reports on potential threats, plots, traitors, you know, that sort of thing. And if needed, we have our own methods for extracting information from suspects. I must admit that it is the part where I really come into my own. That is the part, yeah. Hopefully you'll not get the chance. Do the Praetorians know about this already? Of course we did. Everyone is gathered here because of the intelligence we gathered. I act on the authority of Zaros himself. He must place a lot of trust in you to act so strongly on your advice. It can be oh so stressful ruling an empire. Busy work, you see, even for a god. Zaros relies on me and my Praetorians as his eyes and ears in Seniston. I know, I am such a charming individual, but I assure you the evidence is quite compelling in this case. Do you have any suspects? Must you always be so patronizing? We have ears all over Seniston. Of course we have suspects. They never seem to expect us to be listening. Can you share them with me? Care to share them with me? Not particularly. Who is to say you are not in league with them, dear old Karshai? I have always thought you looked quite shifty. Now is not the time for games, Liske. I need to know what you do if I am to perform my duty. Alright. You never were much fun anyway. The suspects have been gathered in the center of the room. Mostly minions, though. None of the big fish. Interesting. Oh, there's the guy that we just apprehended up there. How many traitors are there? Who could be orchestrating this whole thing? Oh, I do hate parting with information. Knowledge is power, after all. Sliske? Fine. At this stage, we cannot be sure, but we have reason to believe that the person behind all of this is a high-ranking military commander. Is that really possible? I suppose the signs do seem to point towards that conclusion, but you are often a difficult source to place trust in. What can I say? Sometimes being such an enigmatic individual does have its drawbacks. Okay, goodbye. Oh, I skipped over that. Shoot. Alright, Trindine, Karshai. I see you are here. I am, yes, well observed. I can see why they made you an Inquisitor. Why are you here? Why do you think? Mystery and subterfuge? Ring any bells? Hello? You don't have to be so hostile. Oh, I do not? You do think I have good reason to be hostile, to you? Yeah, you do not think I have good reason. This was clearly a mistake. I am glad you realize that now. Alright, let's get down here. We'll talk to these guys because they're still standing and not freaking out. Palkira, you will not interrogate my Karshai, not again. Okay. Karshai, welcome to the show. Okay. Yeah, he looks like a Zarosian. A Vernic, if you will. Yep, an Avernic demon, famed for his loyalty to Zaros. And severe lack of mercy. Alright, let's talk to Tobias Bardsley. He's looking like he's having a time. Legend Cult was it? Oh, nope. Straight to the big guy. Azanadra finally seems I am too late, and you have rooted out the traitors already. I sent for you hours ago. I cannot rely on information from that untrustworthy snake Sliske alone. What took you so long? Actually, it does not matter. Time is of the essence, and if you have come this far, I am sure my sentries have verified your loyalty. I am afraid the corruption spreads much further than these three, Karshai. They are merely pawns. Have you found anything useful on your journey here? It was at this moment that the puzzle pieces connected before me the horns of the Avernic rebellion and absent high-ranking military commander, Char's silence. The traitor was none other than Legatus Maximus Zamorak. I am going to accuse Zamorak, yeah. Anything useful. I have found marked vantage points, weapon stashes, broken enchantments. I even uncovered and restrained this Avernic spy myself. What is most disturbing, though, is that all evidence seems to point towards our Legatus Maximus as the ringleader. I believe Zamorak is plotting to usurp Zaros. I was afraid you might say that. He was summoned here and told to abandon his mission with Char, but no one has heard from him since. What is our next move, then, Your Holiness? You are Inquisitor. Time to fulfill your duty. Prove your loyalty to Zaros once and for all by passing judgment on these suspects. I must sentence them. Either they are innocent and may walk free, or they are traitors and must face execution. You are the most appropriate person here to decide. Do you not think so? I see. As you wish, Azanadra. Alright, let's talk to Bernard Campbell. An interesting case. This human was found marking pillars with red paint. Inquisitor Karshai, please, I have a family. I have a daughter. The evidence seems damning. What do you have to say in your defense? They made me do it, Inquisitor. The demons threatened my family. Please, I had no choice. Oh, this one's hard. He painted pillars, which is definitely doing the work of the higher-ups. Oh. But I'm going to say that they're innocent, just because anyone can paint a pillar. It doesn't take any wisdom, knowledge, know-how to be able to paint a pillar. So I'm just going to lean into, even though I've only been given 2 lines of dialogue from this guy, that he is innocent. Rise, you are no traitor. Go home to your daughter. I hope I do not have to bring your own loyalty back into question. Alright, Tobias Bardsley. This one was found tampering with the ring of enchantments around this room. He claims he was attempting to repair it. A likely story. I never stepped a foot out of line. I've always been loyal to Zaros. Please. Oh, this one. This one's hard. It's easier to forgive an enemy than a friend. You have judged him to be innocent of his alleged... Okay, it's easier to forgive an enemy than a friend. It's true. He was messing with the protection enchantments. I think that pushes him into the traitor category. I mean, the whole point of the enchantments is... Oh, but he says that he was repairing it, though. Looking at his clothes, he doesn't seem to sway either way. He claims that he is not a traitor. Alright, he says he's fixing it. If he was actually fixing it, then why should he be killed? He's just a person, too. So you know what we're gonna do? Yes, they... Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Okay, good. No, they are innocent. I believe you, human. You may walk free. Be careful, Karshai. Now, this guy, though. Demon spits at your feet, yeah. Do what you must, lapdog. Yes, they are a traitor. Why, he was... The demon I had discovered in disguise only moments ago was clearly a traitor. Did not pain me at all to pass the sentence. Sorry, demon. You leave me no other choice. The penalty for treason is death. There he goes. There, I've done your bidding, Azanadra. Zaros! There's Zamorak. Not looking very godly at this point, but he does have the Staff of Armadale. Senestin has fallen. I have the stone and the staff. Soon, the very walls of this place will be burned to the ground. Hey, that's his guy. We learned about him in the book. People of Senestin, the Empty Lord has led you all to stagnation. He has built this empire on false promises and deceit. Join me in tearing it down. Oh man, there's Draken. Haziel, Zemoregel, Vigora, Thamaron, Zamorak, this is madness. Hear me, cardinals, scholars of the church, leaders of the military. Now is the time to rise against the emperor who refuses to show his face. How many of your kin has he sent to their deaths? How many once great races now decay within the walls of this empire? And for what? He has promised you everything, but given you nothing. Stand with me, and together we will bring low a god. For the scourge! How can you betray us like this, Zamorak, after all we have been through? You are drunk on power. Does your arrogance know no bounds? It is not you that I seek vengeance upon, brothers. Can you not see what he has done to us? Even now he will not show himself. Even with Senestin in flames, his throne remains empty. He will not answer your taunts. Call off your men. Face me, Zaros. Your reckoning is upon you. People, in time, the time has come. Stand beside me or die for the empty lord who does not care for you. In that moment, I was forced to make a choice: stay loyal to the empty lord or pledge my allegiance to the usurper. Speak to Azanadra or Zamorak to pick a side. This one's hard, because we read the memory of Azanadra, so I know that Zaros is not coming and Azanadra is a little kooky at the moment. But Zamorak is just as crazy. I'm going to go with Azanadra. So it is as we suspected, Zamorak, the Legatus Maximus. Such betrayal. Make your choice now, Karshai. Do you stand with Zaros or these treacherous backstabbers? With Zaros, man. The Empty Lord will reward your loyalty. Of that I am sure. For now, we must ready ourselves for battle. Now we have a cutscene. Hands off the keyboard. You are Legatus Maximus. Oh my gosh, they're going so fast. Alright, Azanadra, deal with this fool. Hold them back. Leave Zaros to me. Kill these traitors. Okay. So he just shows up out of the blue. Oh, here we go. And he just stabs him? I gotta say, he gets stabbed in the back, as far as I know. That did not help us at all. There was no mention of what exactly Zaros promised us. That's what I thought. While the fighting was fierce in the throne room, I could not see what happened next between Zamorak and Zaros, but few claim to have witnessed the struggle. When I became aware of Zaros' demise, Zamorak was standing before him with the staff of Ardell plunged always through his chest. Exactly. No one knows the truth. No one heard any more of the exchange. Zamorak overpowered your empty lord. That is all there is to it. He has told me himself no one else was present when the blow was struck. There must be a missing piece to this memory that has the information we need. Come on, Azzy. They were in the same room as us the entire time. You cannot still be in denial after all these years. He is correct. Who's correct? My lord, you grace us with your presence. Zamorak, please, Zaros is watching. He has left Gielinor and abandoned you already, but I do not wish death upon you. I seek your allegiance. It is vital that you see the final piece of this memory. Pity the World Guardian has decided to show his face. In Sliske's vault, this one showed himself to be nothing more than one of his fanatics. You will regret crossing me, but for now there are more pressing issues to attend to. We do not need to hear whatever lies you are about to spout, Zamorak. Silence, Azanadra, or I will be forced to make an example of you. Good. I know that what Zaros has asked of you, and I implore you not to obey him. He only has his own selfish interests at heart. No good can come of his pilgrimage to Fernesque, but I am well aware some of you will care little for what I say, so I must show you. I only ask that you use the information I bestow upon you to make the right decision. Master, our power escapes with time like sand through our fingers. Our hand is forced. Have the Mahjarrat not always believed in survival of the strongest? Together you are the strongest. You will find a way to survive without Zaros. I will make sure of it. Karshai, we are about to enter my memory. I trust you will be able to judge its authenticity. Well, I think I would be able to tell if it has been tampered with, but that is all. I believe the skeptics here will trust you as the only expert and neutral party. What I am about to show you all happened precisely after the memory you have just seen. I believe it will provide you with the information you require to resolve your dispute. Only Zaros and I have ever known what transpired in those final moments until now. Yeah, sure, let's go. That's what I was waiting for. When that flash of light happened, kind of like what is it? Doctor Strange with Spider-Man moment where he punches him out of his chest, punches his soul out of him. Alright, what? Where am I? You seem confused, Zamorak. Did you expect to dispatch a god so easily? Zaros, what is this place? I do not know where this power you are wielding has come from, but it means nothing here. You are in my world now. What do you mean? Where have you taken me? You are in the mind, we are in your mind, Zamorak. You cannot touch me in this place because we are not physically here. I expected more of you than cheap tricks, Zaros. And I expected more of you than deceit and mutiny. You were my most trusted general. And we entrusted you with the survival and prosperity of our race, but what have you brought us except weakness and decay? You promised you would free us from the need to sacrifice, free us from extinction. Semantics. I simply told you what you needed to hear. You are nothing but glorified mercenaries, fighting for whoever is top of the food chain. This empire, your legacy, was built by us. You are nothing without the Mahjarrat. Nothing? I am your god. You are simply a child who has grown insolent enough to bite the hand that feeds you. But you cannot bite now. Kneel before me. How does it feel to be utterly powerless? My head, please stop. All that remains is to decide how best to punish you. Perhaps death is too merciful. As Zaros spoke, I became aware of the power of the staff coursing through me. From my previous use, I knew it was able to facilitate the transfer of energy from one thing to another. What I did not know is that it could also reveal connections. I began to see metaphysical links to the vast web he had created. Where's it going? Oh, I could see Nex, who was far from Seniston. I saw Char, who lay poisoned in a cave to the west. And I could see Ma slumbering on an entirely different planet. I realized that the staff gave me a connection back to the real world, that I held the power to transcend this prison of the mind. Suddenly, I was filled with belief. Zaros could not see what I could see, and he could hold me there no longer. You think you have fooled me, Zaros, but you have only fooled yourself. What is this? You cannot hurt me here. You cannot even touch me. Your arrogance will be your end. And what, he just goes, stab, right in the gut. I don't know, man. I don't know if I trust that. Now you have all seen the truth. It is up to you to decide with whom you place your trust. I hope you will not be so naive this time, Vance. Reconsider your loyalty whilst there is still time. Surely we cannot trust him. He is manipulating us. Well, Karshai, was the memory legitimate? I believe so, yes. It was most definitely a memory and showed no signs of interference. Azanadra, we cannot trust Zamorak. I do not trust him. I do, however, trust Karshai, even in the throne room. With all eyes upon him, his judgment was sound. Then we all witnessed the truth. Zaros is clearly the one who cannot be trusted. The ritual must go on. Zaros has changed. He is not the god he used to be. But history has not changed, and neither has our predicament. Zaros could be using... could be using it to manipulate us, just as before. You have said it yourself. Our predicament has not changed. I see no other option but to go to Fernesque and see what Zaros is talking about. Perhaps you are right. Our impending doom is not something we can ignore, but if nothing else, we are now wiser. So, we should just play right into Zaros' hand? Unfortunately, it would seem we have no other choice. Zamorak will watch over us on our journey, of that I am sure. At least some of you are able to see reason. There may yet be hope for us. This is ridiculous. The only reason I will set foot on Fernesque is because I cannot perform a ritual on my own. Zaros requested we meet him at an old ritual site, Zemoregel. We may yet get a sacrifice. I might still be in need of you, Vance. Meet me on the other side of the world gate. I'll be waiting on Fernesque. I'm glad they all weren't totally brain dead, because the whole time I'm reading through that, all I'm thinking is, okay, sure, let's believe Zamorak is correct in his memory. There isn't some sort of two sides to the same story, situation going on. He could just believe whatever it is that he wants, as far as his own memories, what he believes he remembers happens versus what actually happened. I mean, that's why two people can experience the same thing, but have totally different stories to tell of it. But yeah, there was no way we could not go to Fernesque and see what Zaros is on about. It just doesn't make sense to based off of a memory go, oh, herpaderpader. Looks like we gotta side with him because the memory was true. Memories in and of themselves, I suppose, are biased. Alright, what is that thing called? The chest. I'll just look it up on the Wikipedia over here. It was at the end of the Corches? Corche the Deathless, Corche's Troubles? Corche's Troubles, yes, that's what it's called. Alright, and then the reward at the end. Is that not what it was? I could have swore that's what it was. No, maybe it wasn't that. What was that thing called? I know what it looks like, but I'm not seeing it at a glance. It's like a weird chest. He gave me one at the start of the quest, and then he took it. It was empowered. I remember that. So can I search up empowered? No. Engrometer? Engrameter. That's what it was. Engram. There you are. And it's depleted. Why is it depleted? You need memories of the vibrant tier or higher. Alright, so we've got an engrometer. Depleted. Vibrant memory. You need 500. Alright, and then it does what now? It's a quest item given to the player across you. It starts out depleted but can be charged using 500 divine memories. Vibrant or higher. When players ask about the engrometer, Karshi will admit that it is a strange chest that held his memory gem from the Korshai Troubles mini quest, recycled so that it can contain other memories. After the player brings all 15 to Karshai, he will state that the engrometer might be useful on Fernesque, if the player is ever able to go there. Operating a fully charged engrometer on Fernesque will cause it to become distorted engrometer, which provides a 15% reduction to lightning damage on Fernesque. Huh. And a one-time reward. Okay. That's okay. I thought it totally negated all of that. Alright, so let's get a couple more sharks going on. And then let's get over to the World Gate. Through the gate, you see a world covered entirely by trees. You recognize this. Oh, man. We're gonna go to Fernesque. Children of Ma. Away we go. Alright, here we are. Back to Karshai. What happened to the World Gate? Where are we? We are still on Fernesque, do not fear. The Falls of Ma, we called this place, acknowledged as the most dangerous part of the journey to the ritual of enervation site. I must say it feels incredibly strange to be back here after all this time. It would seem seismic activity shook the world gate from its perch. We are lucky it remained intact, the important part at least. Can you remember much about your time here? I remember hardship. That has always been very much the way on Frenesque. It does not look like much has changed in that way since we left. Come, we have still got a long way to go before I reach the ritual site. Do not start making any plans yet, Karshai. You are coming with me. No, Zamarego, get your hands off him. I think not. Call this my insurance. If Zaros dares betray us again, then Karshai will be our sacrifice. And if that does not stop this attack on us, I will sacrifice each of those Zarosian maggots one by one until Zaros relinquishes to our might. Listen, Zamarego, this is bigger than all of us. For once, we need to work together if we are to survive. That is just the kind of cowardice I have come to expect from the one being sacrificed. Now come along. There's still plenty to get ready for before the rest assemble. Our ancestors may have had to traverse these lava falls, but learning the art of teleportation has made a mockery of that pilgrimage. Good luck surviving alone on foot, Vance. Wonderful. Zamarego, get back here. Alright, what's this? This marks the death place of Rockzol, whose final memory echoes from the gemstone left within the stone. The Falls of Ma lay before me, one last obstacle at the end of our pilgrimage to the ritual site, where we would create new life at long last, fresh blood, another of our kin to replenish those sacrificed. The Blazing River was the most hazardous of all the challenges we had to overcome. Naturally, it was a time of heightened seismic activity, so it bubbled and burped forth huge pillars of flame. The surrounding hills, concealed in smoke, swarmed with muspa, their bloodthirsty screams piercing the darkness of the night, warning us not to stray far from the lava falls. Only the strongest and most agile of Mahjarrat would complete the pilgrimage, so I took my place at the forefront of our group to assert my dominance. How foolish I was. As we edged our way along the steep slopes, an earthquake shook the ground beneath our feet, freeing great chunks of rubble that hurtled towards us. Despite my evasive maneuvers, I was unable to avoid one of the boulders, which crunched into my chest and sent me flying into the churning lava. The desperate cries of my mate were the last thing I heard as the fiery river consumed me. Oof. That's rough. This is where the road ends. It seems insane, but if I'm going to save Karshai, my only option is to surf the lava falls on this rock. Path ahead is dangerous, and you may die. You should make sure you have any equipment, food, and supplies you need before continuing. Navigate the lava falls safely by moving left and right using the arrow keys on your keyboard or on your screen. Ride the rock. Let's go. You need both hands free. That's right. Yep. We know. Let's go. Alright. This is it. Sailing has come to RuneScape 3. Oh boy. Can I go further to the left? Okay. Oh boy. No. Oh jeez. Left. Left. Can I angle my camera any differently? I can't. Whoa! Yep, nope, didn't even see that in front of me. Left. Stay to the left. Oh, and I don't even have access to food right now. Uh-oh. Am I about to hit that rock? Right. Ah. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. And then after we pass, left. There, I picked the wrong side, didn't I? Right. Oof. Right again. I did look this one up, though. I am supposedly able to die on this one. We're about to find out, I think. Oh. Okay, we made it to the end. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to die. That's not the choice I am going to choose for myself, to die. But I did do some reading beforehand. I believe after each of these tasks, you reach a checkpoint. I know. Oh. I believe if I wear this shard of Zaros, I shouldn't be attacked by these guys. Right, let's step over here so I don't accidentally spin on the other guy. Okay, so there's that. We've got our shard on, which is good. Investigate the wall. Powerful Muspa would be able to destroy this. Okay, that's cool. So do it. Do I have to... What? There must be a way to destroy this. Do I just need to piss off this guy? He looks like somebody that would do something. Alright, come over here. Let me over here. No. So then what do we do here? It says a powerful Muspa would be able to destroy it. Ow! Let's step away from that. What if I attack him now? What am I missing here? There must be something that I'm just not seeing. That uses ranged attacks, yeah. So what, do I just need to... use melee attack, so maybe he's the one I need to get over? Oh, shoot. Now I'm fighting two of them. Let's kill the force. Alright, now walk over here. Hit this. Uh-oh. Now I hit both of them again. And what is it that we need to do here? We're killing Muspa, that's for sure. Hit it. Hit it. Do it. What am I missing here? What can we do? What can we do? I'm checking everywhere. Oh! A Grand Force Muspa. Okay, hold on though. I guess... let's try and get you over here. Come on, let me over here. Nope, stand. Okay, yep. Now let's run. Run, faster and farther. No need to waste the time fighting. Okay. Ah, gosh darn it. Okay, so now we got another one. Powerful Muspa. So the question is, did me killing them cause it to spawn? I didn't watch it spawn. Well, we're gonna drink our melee potion just to get some oomph on this. And then we'll... I hear a thrower. There we go. Gotta remember my placement. Alright, there's a bladed Muspa. Try and make this food last as long as possible. Okay. We want to stay away from... Oh, shoot. Get him out of here and get rid of the forest muspa. Yep, there you are. Okay. Now let's get this guy. Turn our prayer off. Oh, shoot. Now I got them both again. Alright, stand here. And just live. Surely we can do that. There it goes. Dive, dive! Is that another lightning rod? Oh, okay. We got another mod. Oh, shoot. He's just coming. He's just coming. How big is this guy's radius, man? Alright, let's kill him too. Because I want to read that. Did I pass any along the way now that I think about it? I wouldn't be surprised if that's under the lore side of the quest cape. The master quest cape. Oh, shoot. There we go. The marks of death place of Kyretha, whose final memory echoes from the gemstone left within the marker. I had watched too many of my kin be consumed by the fiery embrace of the falls of Ma. The rocky banks continued to rumble and shake, so I screamed at the rest of the party to follow me into the hills. The legend had always advised not to wander from the river of lava, but I had never placed much stock in the tales of our elders. Always so concerned with maintaining tradition, I loathed them. If only I had known then that my overconfidence would be my downfall. We did not make it far before the ash engulfed us, and all we could see in the smoke were the glowing eyes of the Muspa horde. On their own, even in their tens, we could have easily dealt with the threat. Gosh. What just hit me? Nothing hit me. I'm just trying to read, man. Alright, what if we step over here? Alright, back to it. Glowing eyes of the horde dealt with the threat, but there seemed to be hundreds of them. They leapt and bound towards us, and we were quickly separated from due to the confusion. I must have slaughtered dozens of them before collapsing beneath their onslaught. Within moments, they had overwhelmed me, ripping at me with their barbed limbs and razor-sharp teeth. They were relentless, hungry, insatiable. They did not cease until all I could see was black. Okay. Oh, no. Here we go again. Alright, let's top off the health. Maybe this one will be easier. You both hands free again. Yep. Alright, I was using arrows, the arrow keys. This time, I might try and just click. Maybe I'll be more responsive. Alright, go into the middle. Now we're gonna have Muspas shooting at us. Can I pray? No. Turn! Oh my gosh. Turn! Turn again! Oh, come on. Okay, I guess that didn't hurt. Ooh, nice. Turn? Uh-oh. Uh-huh. This is going better. This is also going faster. Get out of there. Okay. Click, click, click. Click harder, faster. There we go. We're doing it. Don't need to be near the Muspa. Left side. And then right side. There's no avoiding that one. That's cheating. Alright, go to the left. Go around that. Okay. Which one? Do we stay left? We go right? Or is there a middle? I can't tell. Alright, we're gonna stay to the left. Because that looks like it's in the middle, right? Yep. Alright, so we've learned... I don't know what one this is. That's a middle one, I guess? Holy, that did a ton of damage. Whew. Oh, hey! Okay, we're at Serene now. I don't know what Serene's doing here. Oh, that's right. Never mind. Serene and Zaros were created by Ma. Guthlix may have had good intentions when he stopped godly magic affecting you, World Guardian, but he made it highly difficult to save you too. What are you doing here? Manners cost nothing, Vance. Thanks, Serene. Oh, of course, thanks for saving me. I was in trouble there. You are most welcome, and far too important to risk being submerged in lava. I must confess, I did not come here simply to watch over you. There are fateful events in motion. Does that mean you know why the Mahjarrat are being drained of their power? I do, and so does Zaros. Really? I wonder why he didn't tell us. What's causing it? Ma, trying to reclaim the energy she has lost, which she now needs so badly. She has managed to drag herself to the old ritual of enervation site and dream her own monstrous ritual stone into existence. You may have noticed it climbing from the skyline to pierce the clouds. I actually didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I can't see it down here, unless that's it right there. May have noticed it climbing from the skyline to pierce the clouds. That's a ritual stone? It is, and the clouds are not the only thing it pierces. Ma has used it to literally puncture the abyss, allowing it to act as a conduit through which she can reclaim her energy. That is how she has managed to siphon it back across worlds. It is amazing what she is able to accomplish, even in her current state. So what is Zaros doing bringing all the Mahjarrat here if she wants to reclaim her energy from them? The Mahjarrat were not Ma's only creation, Vance. Wait, she's siphoning energy from Zaros as well? From Zaros, from me, from Zamorak? It is no coincidence we have all taken such a vested interest. But you're gods. If Ma isn't stopped, you'll really all be gone? We will. I fear Zaros' plan to stop her is vastly different from my own, though. What do you think he's up to? I believe he's planning a ritual of his own using the marker Ma has created. Normally the markers act as connections to Ma, drawing upon her energy. On Gielinor, the marker was not able to connect to her, which is why the rituals needed the power of a sacrifice. If Zaros can reverse the effects of Ma's immense marker and siphon enough energy from her, it will leave her weakened enough to kill her? Yes, I think so. Our own mother. That is why he needs all the Mahjarrat here. The more of them performing the ritual, the more energy they can siphon. Zaros has never had much love for our mother, but she gave him life. Is he so consumed by his hunger to become an elder god that he would betray his creator? I truly hope that I am wrong, World Guardian. Asked Zaros what he would gain. What would he gain from killing Ma? I'm not quite sure. Perhaps he believes he can siphon enough of her power for him to ascend. Or perhaps there is something else he can gain from her that I am not aware of. Either way, I will stand beside my mother, even if it means standing against Zaros. The gift of World Guardian makes you resistant to many of the forces in play here. You may be able to help at the most critical moment. This is why I saved you. I hope I will not regret it. You should continue your journey to the ritual of enervation site, Vance. The Mahjarrat are already gathered. Okay, let's read this one. Marks the death place of Hisindra, whose final memory echoes. Night had fallen long ago, and our group was exhausted from the trials of the pilgrimage, so I suggested we seek refuge on the safe ground at the foot of the Falls of Ma. We set up lightning rods like before to draw the strikes away from our camp, and tried to get some rest. The ominous shrieks of the muspah kept me awake until I could hold my eyes open no longer. I woke to the earth rumbling beneath me and thick smoke filling my lungs. Around me the air was filled with cries, some of which were my name. What we had thought to be safe ground had been enveloped by waves of raging magma cascading down as the earthquakes intensified. I was separated from my kin, left isolated on a spit of land that was shrinking before my eyes. The heat was becoming unbearable, but there was no way off. I closed my eyes and prayed to Ma that I might be saved, but when I opened them, I was greeted by a wall of flame surging towards me at great speed. I shut my eyes again and accepted my fate. Huh. Okay, so we got a geyser. We got another geyser. Let's get in here. Holy. That's the ritual stone? Fair enough. Alright, so we made it through the falls. Now what? Oh, there's another death stone. Did I miss one back here? I didn't. Alright, let's look at this real quick. What? This marks the death place of Zemaregel? He's right there. Weaklings, all of them. I alone deserve to reach the enervation site. The only reason I helped them survive the falls was because I needed them to conduct that ridiculous ritual and secure my legacy. The whole reason I made the tedious journey was to have a son who would take my name. Gotcha. And grow to be a great warrior like his father, but things did not go exactly to plan. I selected my mate because of her fearsome capabilities in battle, an ideal candidate to create strong offspring. Unfortunately, as we navigated the falls of Ma, she was ambushed by a Muspa, the likes of which we had never witnessed. The gargantuan Muspa caught her with an explosive projectile, knocking her from the rocky ledge she clung to. I was able to catch her before she fell into the lava, but she was gravely wounded. Undeterred by this, I dragged her to the marker and went ahead with the ritual of enervation. Ever more powerful earthquakes shifted the land, and terrifying roars reverberated around us as we channeled our energy. With immense disappointment, I realized my mate was too feeble to provide the power required by the ritual, but we had come too far to stop prematurely. Lightning struck the volcanic slopes around us, and pillars of magma rose from the lava. In that moment, I poured all my force, everything I had, into the ritual. The last thing I saw was an incredible flash of light, and I slipped from this world with those strange roars echoing around my head. I was sure that it was the Mother Maw from legend reassuring me that I had sired a child destined for greatness. Well, he's something. He's destined for something. Okay, here we are. Curious, the pull of our energy here seems even stronger than before. Looks like I am the only one to revert. Even you have assumed I'm not the only one. Even you have assumed your skeletal form, Bilrak. Assumed, yes. Reverted, no. I have decreased my energy signature to be as low as possible, thus extending the little time I have left. Oh, well, yes, of course. Following my example, obviously. Look, we stand in the shadow of Ma. She exists. The legends were true. Yet, unfortunately, the moment is ruined. Let Karshai go, Zemaregel. Vance, help me. Quiet, rat. I have no trust in Zaros. When he does not deliver, I will sacrifice Karshai right here and be done with these futile games. Release him. Or you'll have me to answer to. Ha, you are awfully pompous for a glorified babysitter. I seem to remember you running with your tail between your legs last time you faced me. This contemptuous attitude will achieve nothing. Zaros is going to deliver. Is that not why we are here? Come on, Zemaregel. We will see what Zaros has to say for himself. Karshai will not be going anywhere. Still, it does not hurt to keep him in tow. Release him. You will not be needing sacrifices anymore. The Empty Lord finally graces us with his presence. Just consider old Karshai here collateral. Do not forget who you are speaking to. Release him. Fine, I will come back to you later, Karshai. I understand you are all skeptical, but it is time I put your worries to rest. This ritual marker has been dreamed into existence by the very elder god that created each and every one of us. You are the exception, Vance, and your assistance will be imperative. I believe Ma created this ritual marker because she intends for us to use it. We must conduct one final ritual. You brought us here for another ritual? You said there would be no more sacrifices, and I spoke the truth. Then you mean a ritual of enervation? Not quite. I will aid you in a ritual of rejuvenation, but we will draw directly from Ma. But she is so weak already, will she survive? Why should we care if she survives? She is the reason we escaped this forsaken planet in the first place. She is still our creator. I have more information you would benefit from hearing. Ma is the drain on your power you have all been feeling. It will not stop while she exists. She cares for you. It is my assessment that she created the marker to draw you here and give you the last of her energy. Interesting. Very interesting. But that changes things somewhat. So your plan is to transfer Ma's power directly to us. Yes, Zemaregel, you would gain more power than you have ever experienced, and with Ma gone, there would no longer be a need for your rituals. Alright, I may not trust you, but I cannot fault the logic of your plan. Of course, your tune completely changes at the first sniff of power. There'll be no more bickering. We must take advantage of Ma's peaceful slumber to begin the ritual. I don't know. I kind of see where Zaros is coming from. Like, I want to be on Serene's side here, but object to Ma being killed when Ma is just kind of in a slumber. I don't know. It seems like Ma has lived a tortured life. I don't know. Ugh. I know. Personally, I would not object to Ma being killed, so we're going to continue. I need all of your full concentration now. It is time. Focus your energy. Zamorak appears. Zaros. Zamorak, right on time, and just as before. You have manipulated the desperate long enough. Empty Lord, Deceiver, I will not let history repeat itself. I also really like the story of the gods here with these quests. Like, when the Ritual of Mahjarrat came out and I did that quest, I still have very vivid memories of the ritual site and all that stuff. It was so cool. And so to have this quest immediately following it, not immediately, you know, it's been like 5 years since that one came out, that this one came out. But for this to be the follow-up to it is really cool. Oh, but it is repeating itself. I will make sure it is different this time, though, Zamorak. Do not underestimate me. I defeated you once, I will defeat you again. And yet the fear in your voice betrays your words. There is doubt in your eyes, not fire. You lack the confidence in naivety you wielded the first time you challenged me, but my power has increased exponentially. What I have lost in naivety, I have gained in wisdom. Yes, the kind of wisdom only loss and hardship can bring. You know nothing of what I've been through. Have I not also suffered? Neither of us had tasted defeat before. We were both so arrogant, we believed ourselves invincible. We are changed now, Zamorak, both of us. You will not manipulate me, Zaros. I am immune to your controlling aura. So you know about my curse. Curse. It is how you have accomplished everything. I figured it out thousands of years ago. Ask about Zaros' controlling aura. What do you mean, controlling aura? Anyone in close proximity to him will gradually be compelled to follow him. It is false devotion. Clearly it affects some more than others. I believe the effect is stronger the weaker the individual is. Am I not correct, Zaros? Yes, I am flawed, doomed never to know whether the loyalty I inspire is genuine unless I withdraw myself as I have done. It is no gift. Then Azzy and his sidekicks are just love-sick weaklings. Wrong. Their loyalty has always been unwavering, despite my complete absence from this world. And Guthix saw it to it that I have no effect on you, Vance. Enough chatter. I know what you are doing, pulling the strings with your words and promises. I know how to free them, Zamorak. I know how to free you. Me? You think I need your help? Tell them you know their power is draining too. Ma isn't just draining the Mahjarrat of their power, she's draining it from both of you as well. I see, Serene must have intercepted you on your journey then. Wait, you are being drained of your power as well? Vance Porter is right, we are all of the same composition, a family of sorts. I am in the same peril as all of you. Then your plan is even more transparent than before. It is exactly as I predicted. You have lured them all here to drain them of their power. Are you truly so desperate to save yourself that you would sacrifice them all? No, Zamorak, you're wrong. Always so blinded by hatred. Here, let me show you how I can use the ritual mark to channel Ma's energy into Khazard. Stop, my son! That's hilarious. I will end your tyranny once and for all. You will pay for your ignorance with your life. Even now, I was ashamed to end your life. I never asked for this burden. Everything I did for the Mahjarrat. If I am to die, the power you gave will become... Maz, I assume that said? I missed it. I wasn't reading quick enough. What? No! Interesting. Zamorak? My father? I'm sorry, Khazard. I have failed you. Your self-sacrifice instills devotion in your kin. Somehow, in opposition to everything I try to build, everything I try to give, you stand against me, and it inspires others to do the same. I will not make you a martyr. Then what will you do? You have always had such potential, Zamorak. Even now, you are the embodiment of everything I preach. Such desire to overcome your limitations. I cannot let you go to waste. I am afraid we are far past the point of trust, though. There must be precautions this time. I will not be your instrument, Zaros. It is a shame you cannot see the value of joining me, the things we could accomplish together. I see only one way we can mutually benefit from this predicament. I suggest we invoke Vinculum Juris, an ancient demonic pact I am sure you are familiar with. I am familiar with the demon's pacts and what they entail. You have truly lost your mind if you think I will allow my fate to be entwined with yours. You have no choice. If you wish to leave this place, I need to know you will not interfere with me again. Spit it out then. What terms would you have bind us? Suske has the catalyst. He intends to give it to the victor of the last of his games and end these nonsensical god wars. I know you are planning to obtain it. You will continue to do so, but within this game you will perform one action at my request. You will know which request I intend for you to act upon because I will refer to you as my Legatus Maximus when I address you. Bah, you've gone mad, Zaros. Millennia and the Abyss has warped your mind. Wait, in return I vow to deliver upon my promise. We will conduct one final ritual. When it is complete, every one of you will have increased in power and the drain on your energy will be gone. The pact will bind him to his word, Zamorak. He will have to free us. I cannot give him what he wants, Anakra. There is no telling what he would do with the stone. Zamorak, brother, swallow your pride. We have no other option. Haziel. Master, as the clock is ticking fast, I see no other path to salvation, my lord. You know what happens if you break this vow, Zaros? Vinculum Juris is not forgiving. Yes, I will be undone. That is no longer a matter of trust. Keep your word or cease to exist. We are clear on the consequences. Do you accept my wording? With one last ritual, you will end the need for any more, prevent any further energy drain, and in turn empower us all. If you deliver on this promise, I must perform one action for you in Sliske's game, and the request I intend for you to act upon will be denoted by, you will address me as your Legatus Maximus. Then it is settled. Vance can serve as our witness. He is sure to be present at Sliske's game. Let us begin. Animus contrahendi vinculum juris. Interesting. It is done. We are bound. Then hold up your end of the bargain, Zaros, now. Yes, it is about time. Ma will not sleep soundly for much longer. What must we do, Zaros? The marker is acting as a conduit for Ma to siphon energy through. I will reverse this process. This will allow you all to channel power through the marker as you would in a ritual of rejuvenation. The difference being that this time the ritual will draw on Ma's power directly, infusing it into each of you permanently. If this works, you will be the savior of our people, my lord. Father, can we really trust this to work? He is bound to his word by Vinculum Juris, Khazard. Either he keeps his promise or he will be destroyed. Both outcomes are victories. Let us get on with it then. Vance, Ma's night terrors have reached their peak. We need you to head up to her and intercept anything she may spawn. Oh boy. I'm on it. I hope this is enough sharks to do that. Otherwise, I'm teleporting out of here. I'm assuming it's this way, because this is the way I didn't come from. You're in an area preventing me from diving. Can I surge? Nope. There's Ma. Way up there. Can I free cam? I can. How hilarious is this? Alright, movement speed. We're gonna jack up the movement speed. I just wanted to come up here real quick and just look. See what Ma looks like. Alright. Before we get into a fight and I can't appreciate what we've got going here. Let's put our weapon back on. and top off our food situation. And we'll drink our last bit of potion, I think. Oh, let's talk to Serene first. Serene? Saren? Vance, thank goodness you have arrived. The ritual has completely destabilized Ma. I'm not sure how much longer I can soothe her. If I try to stop the ritual, she may descend into terrors. There is no telling the destruction she could cause. What can I do to help? As her energy is drained, Ma's nightmares are intensifying. We need to calm her, or else risk the complete annihilation of Fernesk. Okay. How do we do that? Can we defeat the creatures she dreams into existence? No, that will only make things worse. We must defeat her nightmares before they manifest. I believe you are familiar with Zaros' ability to enter an individual's mind and create shared spaces of consciousness. I am. I possess similar abilities. If you accept, I will be able to send you into Ma's nightmares. There's no telling what you will find, but I trust you will find a way to calm her. Hang on, you want to send me into the nightmares of a dying elder god? With Guthlix's blessing upon you, I can only open the door. You must step through it. Time is of the essence, Vance. Are you ready to enter Ma's nightmare? Yeah. I think this is the part, then, that I must have no issues dying. This must be Ma's core, the center of her mind and the source of all her power. Wow, why are there Muspah stood around her core like that? You are in Ma's nightmare. They must be her fears. The Muspah represent everything Ma has lost. As the anima of this planet has drained, so has her energy. Once she created gods... Okay. Once she created gods, now these grotesque imitations are all that is left of her power. It would appear that in the depths of her mind, some part of her still knows this. I will provide you with my light to drive back the dark of these nightmares. Are you ready to release their grip over her? String gives you one glowing orb. What do I do with it? Okay. No. Okay. Check the health. I don't know if I understand what's happening. Oh. Put it over here? Okay, so I need to be looking around. Oh, it's a shadow on the ground. Boom, get out of here, bro. Uh-oh. Get over there. Nice. Uh-oh. We only get one orb for this. Okay, we're doing it. Nope, we need to be able to see. Where's the next one coming from? There. Go. There. We're almost through. Uh-oh. Go! Nice. Alright, so there is one nightmare down. Ugh. Okay. In defeating the nightmare Muspahs, you have begun to calm Ma's terrors. However, there are greater fears to face. We must go deeper still. Or was it deeper yet? What is that thing? Okay. Are they just gonna follow me? They're not attacking. Oh, can I roll? Nope, I can't. Over here. And then we're gonna make a run over here. Open stone shard? I'm assuming I need this. Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. What is this? Seemingly out of... Yeah, no, we're gonna exit with Azanadra. Wahasteel, Azanadra, Ekthanikos, Kahazard, Zemoregel, Okay. There were times when Ma would occasionally become lucid, however, she was unable to separate dreams from reality. Her screams would echo across the mountains, causing earthquakes as she hurt herself. It appears I must be to blame for this part of her nightmare. I encouraged the Mahjarrat to perform a ritual of enervation, which would drain Ma of some power, settling her fury and allowing the Mahjarrat to breed. Ma became more aware of this over time and came to fear these rituals. Her terrors were increasingly violent with each and every one. From what you have found in her nightmares, it would seem she was aware enough to know it was the Mahjarrat draining her power. Let us banish this fear. 2 glowing orbs now. Alright, we see for sure. Oh, insert the light. Okay, grab this one back. Shoot, where is it? There. Uh-oh. Get over there. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot. It's going fast. Yep, nope, we're about to lose some health. Ah. Get it over there. Ooh. Yep. That one there. Then that one here. And then this one here. Grab that one. Uh-oh. Looks like we're meant to lose some health here. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I see you over there. Uh-oh. Okay, we made that one. Alright, Scotterish. I'll be here. Ma's fears the Mahjarrat have subsided, but there are worse nightmares still. You are close now. Keep going. Oh boy. The darkness starts to unnerve me. Alright, what do we do here? We got a light shard over there. We got a light shard over there, yellow. I don't know. This one looks a little scary. Alright, let's get in here. Get over here. Touch this one. Go, 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 go. Alright, we're back here. Now we're gonna run all the way over here. We're gonna touch this one. Get over there quickly. Before that builds up too much above our head. Okay. Now does it go down? Is it like adrenaline? Go. And go. I'm gonna have to exit with Zaros here. Oh boy. No, this is the deepest part of her nightmare. Did she truly fear us? Zaros and myself are Ma's greatest creation. She loved us completely, as I have seen countless parents love their children since leaving this place. Alas, her love was overwhelming. Zaros felt smothered by Ma and left Fernesque, leaving me alone to care for her. Those were dark days, her moods traveling between deep depression and intense fury. I alone had to handle her. But nothing lasts forever. Even for an elder god, I was powerless. Nothing I did or could do would ever be enough, so eventually I too left, hoping that there would be something out there that could help. Ma, I'm so sorry that I am a part of your pain. I never wanted to abandon you. Vance, please drive back these fears. Where the heck is the... There it is. There. There. Nope. Over here. Over here. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Dang. They got one. What? Oh, I thought I had an orb with me. Yeah, this one's hard. Holy. Oh my gosh. How is this even possible? Holy. What happened? Maz Sniper defeated you, pushing you out again. Are you ready to try? Yes. Oh my gosh, that was tough. Alright, we'll zoom as far out as we can. Nope, no one goes there. There. Shoot. Shoot. This is like a horrible freaking rhythm game. Okay, okay. We're focusing, we're focusing. Yeah, no. Holy. Hey, Kuro. Yeah, this one's really getting me. I'm trying to keep these guys as evenly spread out as I can as far as the orbs go to try and make it as easy to juggle. Holy. Alright, top down. Where are we at? Nope, that one's already got an orb. Oh, there. We gotta get over here. Then we need to get this. Nope, we're gonna stick it on that one. Then we gotta take that. We're gonna stick it on that one because the other one's just gonna have to take a hit. Okay. So if it's already too late, then we just have to abandon. Yeah, no, I didn't take the orb. Get this one. Why isn't it putting it? Oh, I didn't take it. Dang it. Oh. No, it's the misclicks, you know? Is it that I'm clicking too much? Easy mode. Oh my goodness. I feel bad now. Alright, we gotta try at least one more. Because, yeah, no, this is hard. Yeah, no. Being so zoomed out, it's helping me spot where they're coming from, but I'm missing my clicks. You know, I might try... Yeah, see, it didn't take the orb with it. Why is it... Thank you. See that? That just feels bad. Like, I thought I had all the clicks down, but I guess I didn't. There it is, coming from over here. Coming from over here. Alright, one more attempt. Hold on. Let me try changing my setup here. Alright, we'll do classic. I don't know if that actually helped, though. We'll get rid of a couple of menus. We're going to try it again. We do have the orbs, right? Okay. Maybe with less clutter on the screen, I will be able to manage this a little easier. Nope, not there. Nope, not that one. Yep. Okay. Nope, we're about to lose another. Come on, grab it. Come on, we're doing way better this time around. Don't do it, don't do it, don't kill it. We did it. Okay. Oh. Alright. I see it now. The icy corruption torn into your core. You are like this because someone close to you willed it. There's only one way I can help you. I am just so sorry it has taken me this long to realize. Jeez, man. That last one was tough. Alright, let's talk to Serene here. You have plunged into the depths of an elder god's nightmares and lived to tell the tale. Guthix was right about you, Vance. Nothing has been destroyed. That must mean it worked. Oh. Indeed, you prevented Ma's terrors and saved us all from certain destruction. Alas, the ritual is over. I could not stop it. Did Ma survive? Her body, yes, but her mind. Ma's energy has been so irreversibly depleted that she will never wake again. I cannot bear it, Vance. I feel her pain in my very essence, as though a piece of myself is dying with her. Can we help her? Nothing I have ever tried has worked. She has lived such an agonizing existence. Ask Serene about the corruption of Ma's core. I found Ma's core in the deepest part of the nightmare. There was something wrong with it, like it had been corrupted. And then the sickness that plagued her must have wound its way right through her deepest essence, or originated there. Vance, what did this corruption look like? Like an icy scar, a spiral of blue crystal carved deep into the core. Just like the eggs in the elder halls, surely it could not be. What is it, Serene? I cannot think about this, Vance. Not now. Perhaps there are others that can help you understand. I realize now that there is only one thing that can be done. I am so sorry, Mother. I think I always knew in my heart that it would come to this. If I had only known sooner, I could have saved you so much pain. You deserve better. You gave us all your love in your own way, so great and complex, forever doomed to be misunderstood. Forgive me, my creator, my inspiration. My mother. Zaros, how could you? Come, Vance. I will not let him get away with this. Nothing interesting happens. Interesting way to put that. You know, like I said at the start of the quest here, or maybe not at the very start, but as we progress through the quest, this really seemed to be the only way that it was going to go. You know? I mean, as the story had progressed, as we learned more about Ma throughout the gameplay, it was clear that she was just suffering. You know, like, I mean, at least her death was useful in the end for the Mahjarrat here. I guess if they use that power for good or for the right reasons. But yeah, no, this was an obvious outcome. Zaros, your actions resulted in the death of our own mother. How could you? She is truly gone? Then we did her a kindness, Serene. Her entire existence was pain. Her existence was beautiful. She had the power to create life and she dared to do so, something you will never achieve. Perhaps not, but now I am one step closer. I thought death would have taught you humility, but you are just as arrogant as before. Wait, you have been here this whole time? I sensed you. Your aura, that pull. I thought it was Ma, I felt, but it was you, Serene, goddess of the elves. Yes, Zamorak, we have met before, but I know we have, somehow. I remember your essence from a memory lost in time, but I recognize you as Ma. That must mean it was you. You came to us posing as Ma all those years ago. You taught the rituals to us. You made us believe they were the will of an elder god. No, I was trying to help. I could not foresee what would become of your race. How could I? Mahjarrat, this is Serene, your false Ma. She alone bears the responsibility of what our race has become. Please, I never meant to. Millennia of anguish and suffering for our race is on her hands. Leave her. Do not defend me, Zaros. You will never stand beside me again. Surely it cannot be. Our greatest tradition was never anything but a facade. Yes, it is true. I remember the visit somewhere in my mind. Eons ago it was. You looked somehow different, Serene, but you are not Ma. You are a pretender. It was all lies. Our race has dwindled to such a paltry number for nothing. It was not for nothing. If you had not performed the rituals to give back energy to Ma, she would have torn this planet apart. Your whole race would have been annihilated. And sacrificing our own kin was the best you could think of. With all the power and wisdom you have been gifted, that was the best you could do. I was naive, yes. I have made my mistakes. I bear the guilt of my actions every waking moment. You may bear the guilt, but not the consequences. Look what you have done to our glorious race. Look at what is left of us. You taught us to kill one another, made us rely on it. You led us to the very brink of extinction. Please, I am sorry, so sorry. You do not get to be sorry. You are the cause of so much loss, so much misery, even the death of your own mother. Serene, stop, please. Sister, you will destroy them all. I cannot stay here any longer. It is not over between us, Zaros. Not this easily. You will pay for what you've done here. Ma's death is on your hands, and while I still draw breath, I will stand against you. I will deal with Serene later. For now, we must focus on the path ahead. Yeah, sure, let's learn. How did Serene trick the Mahjarrat into performing the rituals? She has always been caring to a fault, blind to the fact she smothers the subjects of her affection. Her heart ached for Ma, watching her pour what little energy she held into the creation of new beings. To sustain her, to save her from death, Serene taught those creations to transfer their energy back to her in small doses. Huh. Taught those creations to transfer. Interesting. These creations, we were born the same way as you were, Zaros. Our lives did not matter less. Serene came to us posing as Ma. She created the original ritual marker and taught us to sacrifice the lives of our kin to pay tribute to her. She was only doing what she believed was the right course of action. Do not argue for her, Zaros. You have made an enemy of her now. Then let us not dwell on this topic. There is something far more relevant. Zamorak, I have kept my word. When Sliske holds his end game, you will be my Legatus Maximus once more. Do not taunt me, empty lord. I owe you no fealty. We shall see. Today the victory is ours. Mahjarrat, we spoke to Serene as a downtrodden race, sulking and sorry for ourselves. We may have been pushed to the brink of extinction. We may be few, but today is the dawning of a new era. Look around you. This day you have all grown in power. Adversity has pushed every one of you to become greater than you could ever have imagined. And I have achieved godhood. The genes of our species hold such incredible potential. It is within all of you. We are too few to continue these petty feuds. It is time we put aside our differences. It is time we unite. You are swept up in the moment. We do not need these Zarosians to regain our glory. Your actions here may have earned my respect, Zamorak, but I will never work alongside a fool like Zamoregel. I do not ask that you all become comrades, but settle your differences, stop fighting against each other, and instead fight for the prosperity of the Mahjarrat. Zamorak, you showed self-sacrifice today I did not know you possessed. While my loyalty will always lie with Zaros, I will stand for the unity of our race. I knew you Zarosians would be forced to see the benefits of Zamorak's teachings eventually. Some of you I am willing to bury the hatchet with, but you are a snake, Anakra. You will never have my trust. Please let us not descend into insults now. The unification of our factions would be the greatest leap of progress for thousands of years. Karshai is right. We stagnated so long that we almost allowed ourselves to be completely wiped out. What gods we pledge allegiance to does not matter unless they are at war. We are all one race. We are all children of Ma. You have taken issue with our methods before, Azanadra. You know it'll happen again. Such things can be discussed in the future. Time is on your side. There is no ritual looming ahead, no pressure to avoid sacrifice. You are free now, all of you, so claim your immortality, claim your honor, claim greatness for the Mahjarrat. Vance, we could not have accomplished this without you. You have my gratitude. Just remember, it was I who gave you this freedom. Under my guidance, you have all shattered your limitations. It is inspiring. But remember, Zamorak, I made good on my promise. For now, you belong to me. Then it would seem we have both garnered respect this day. But you should also remember I owe you a single action. Choose it wisely. Believe me, I will. For now, there are other matters that require my attention. I must pay homage to my mother. Meet me by her remains, Vance. I have something for you. Let's speak with Karshai real quick. You should meet Zaros at the top of the mountain, unless you wish to ask me something. What you do with your newfound power? I was thinking of leaving, not just leaving Freneske or Fremnik, leaving Gilnar, passing through the World Gate. I was and have always been a mediator for my people. They did not know that they needed me, but they did. Now my voice has lost its weight, and there are no ties that connect us anymore. What role does a mediator play in improvised anarchy? I feel a desire to travel to visit Iljunka, perhaps to see Infernus rolling one more time. What does this mean? There will be optimism among us, no doubt, but I am ever the skeptic. I wonder whether the rituals were the only barriers between us in complete chaos. They forced us to ally, to rely on one another. They gave us structure. They gave us perspective and something akin to mortality. Was it mortality or morality? Without them, I guess it was probably mortality, huh? Without them, I worry that we will become monsters. Maybe it was morality. All right, hold on. It was mortality. Okay, it could be mortality and morality. Now, penny for your thoughts? You have become a friend, Vance, more than I deserve, more than any Mahjarrat deserves. There is something I have kept from you, and I feel you deserve to know. When we were gathered on the frozen plateau, I became aware of who my attacker was, who wiped my memory. Something triggered the memory. It must have a lingering scent, an echo of their power. I do not know why it hadn't come to me before. I am sure that my attacker was Lucian. It gives me pause, as my power was never close to his. I should be dead, a crystal at the bottom of the sea. It's time I did something to give my remaining life some value. Okay. Bye. I don't care about any of you other people. Let's get up to Zaros. Man. Sorry, I needed a quick drink of water. That's a lot of reading. Alright, we're almost there, and this has got to be closing in on the end. Talk with Zaros. This is all that is left of Ma. In truth, I do feel a sadness spreading within me. It is unexpected. Feeling sad about the death of your mother was unexpected. She was childlike, treating my sister and I like playthings. I was glad to escape her grasp when I left. Now, though, I feel an aching within me, like a part of me is no longer there. I cannot imagine how Serene feels. Tells Eros what Serene did. Ma wasn't completely dead when the ritual ended. Serene made the decision to put her out of her misery. Sister, seeing Ma like that must have caused her immense heartache. Her reaction is even more understandable after making that decision. I do not expect she will forgive me. Is that thing all that's left of Ma? Yes, it is the core of an elder god. I can sense something dormant residing within. Power, perhaps. I must thank you for helping me obtain this, Vance. It will be very useful for my plans. None of this would have happened without you. You helped me return to this world and made it possible for the Mahjarrat to return here with me. You were crucial in uncovering shrouded history and even served as the witness for the pact between Zamorak and myself. You have my respect for helping the Mahjarrat, although some of them will never say this. They are indebted to your efforts here today. There we are. Quest complete. 2 quest points, Tome of Experience with 3 chapters, each worth 100,000, and a skill of your choice. 100,000 agility, 100,000 divination.